My all-time favorite appetizer is crab dip, and I promise you, you won't find a better recipe than this one on the internet. Meet me in the kitchen. Let's make it happen. First things first, let's get in here and prep these ingredients. We're getting the party started with the Cajun Trinity, which is comprised of onion, celery, and bell pepper. After all, this is a Cajun crab dip, so we gotta have that. We're using jumbo lump crab meat today. I understand that's a little bit on the expensive side, so you can go with claw or special or back fin, whatever you find at the store that's reasonably priced. If you got it in the budget, it's the holiday season, go ahead and splurge on the jumbo lump. And now, my friends, it's time to get to cooking. We got our skillet heated over medium heat. We got about 2.5 tablespoons, maybe 3 tablespoons of butter in the skillet. We're gonna go ahead and melt that down and to get our Cajun Trinity in there, sweat that down until it's nice and tender. And then I'm gonna add in a little bit of that lobster base, add a lot of seafood flavor to this crab dip, deglaze with some sherry wine. So we got our onion, our bell pepper, our celery in there with the melted butter. We're just gonna cook that, saute that down a bit, 2-3 minutes, allow it to soften up some. If you don't like one of these ingredients, feel free to leave it out. If you're one of those crazy folks that don't like celery or bell pepper, no big deal. But for the rest of us, if you're making a Cajun crab dip, you want to have the Cajun Trinity in there. All right, so once the veggies got a head start, they're starting to tenderize. We're going in with a good tablespoon of roasted garlic. Got to keep that on hand in the refrigerator. We get that in there. Great garlic flavor. You can use fresh garlic, minced garlic, garlic paste, whatever you got. But that roasted garlic is just special. You guys see me make it on the channel all the time. I like to make it in bulk and just keep it in the fridge now. So we're gonna work that in. And then we're going in with a teaspoon of that Better Than Bouillon lobster base we talked about with the concentrated seafood flavor. Also has quite a bit of sodium, so you want to go light on the seasoning after that in terms of the salt. Just work that in. And then we're going to use some of that sherry wine, about 1/4 cup of sherry wine, just to bring everything together. Add a little acidity. Pairs beautifully with the seafood flavors. In goes the Cajun seasoning. Always taste as you go, adjust the flavor to your preference. We're gonna bump up the heat just a little bit, and then that 1/4 cup of sherry wine. Kind of scrape the bottom, make sure you get all the fond up off the bottom if you have any, depending on what kind of pan you're using. And we're just gonna cook that wine off until it reduces by half, and then we'll start going in with our cream cheese. Quick reminder, guys, that all the specific measurements and ingredients for this recipe can be found in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. So next we're going in with 2 blocks of room temperature cream cheese. Room temperature is best, guys, because it's going to melt nicely. A little less forearm work too. All right, next up, we're going in with a few dashes of hot sauce, whatever your favorite is, and a few dashes of worst word in the world sauce. Then we'll start to add in our cheese and our crab, and then get that in a casserole dish. All right, so once we got it in our casserole dish, we're gonna preheat our oven at 350 degrees, hit it with a little Old Bay seasoning, top it with some Colby Jack cheese, and pop it in that oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. And this is the part where I say, brace yourself for a trademark money shot. Say it with me, guys, looking good. The only thing left to do is dig in for the taste test, but before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell to enable notifications as well. All right, guys, so this is what we're looking like fresh out of the oven, 350 degrees for 30 minutes. For presentation purposes, we got a nice mound of lump crab meat. We got a crab leg. You can dress it up however you like to. I like to add a little chives, 2 crackers for the support. A little pro tip for you there. And just dig in here and see what we got. Ooh, it's hot. Moment of truth. One more for the road. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. Holidays.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Football.
Every time you don't know what you better say, you do something with your hands like that.
Cause I'm like that activates the brain.
The soup jar, he was like,
What's this?
Crab dip. We reached that magical time of the year where the holiday season coincides with football season. And that means you guys need some appetizers. So today I'm gonna show you, is that too long? So today I'm gonna show you my favorite. We'll keep it short and sweet. Today we're making arguably.
Crab dip. Start with crab dip. Crab dip. What?
My all-time favorite recipe.
Cheeses.
I feel like I should talk about the cheeses once we get.
Okay.
Once we get going.
Can I get a shot of you?
Did you get that?
Yeah.
He's not in the shot, right?